Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over what was a weird mix between the August 15th and the August 16th updates. For some reason, we got some in-game stuff as of August 15th, like new star passes, new membership, all that stuff I think was August 15th. And then for some reason, the limited themes dropped on the 16th, and that completely threw me off. And that's why this video is coming so late, because I was actually pretty busy this weekend. But with that being said, let's hop into Superstar JYP, starting with the new Jihyo limited theme, Take Me So High, which I believe is going to be Killing Me Good verse 2. Now, remember that in these cases, Jihyo is treated as a soloist, and what that means is that they're treated as a 3-card group. So for the limited period point award, that means it's going to be a random R grade card, which is not very good in comparison to groups that have 6 or more members, where it's actually a selector. With the Jihyo theme being just a random R grade card, it means that there's absolutely no guarantees when it comes to this banner and making sure you get all of the cards. But other than that, it's a pretty standard banner. There's the starter package, there's the special package, the profile package, which again for soloists does come with diamonds and some RP. Now, the two main packs that people are going to be pulling from are going to be the random R grade card for 300 diamonds. Now, even though you can get lucky and technically get all 3 cards within 3 pulls, it's likely still going to take about 7 to 9 pulls, just because you got to account for duplicates, maybe even getting the same 2 cards multiple times. So this could be a potential diamond sink, because again, there are no guarantees on this banner. There's no selectors or anything like that. Now, if you're looking to just collect the theme, you don't really care about the grade and all that, you can buy into the card pack 30, which is really nice when it comes to soloists, because for 35,000 RP, you get 30 random cards, and the limited theme might appear in them. Now, if the math hasn't changed at all, it's basically 1 every 2 pulls should get you a limited theme, like a random limited theme. But it could be any grade. It can be A grade, R grade, C grade, and it generally takes about 9 to 10 pulls on the card pack 30 in order to basically get like a 90% guarantee of getting all of the cards regardless of the grade. So if you really just care about getting the theme and you'll level it up after the event is over and all that, by all means the card pack 30 is really nice just for collecting. Now, looking at the mission events, so the Take Me So High mission event, it is going to be a standard mission event for a soloist, where mission 1 is about clearing the song and getting the score. Mission 2 is about collecting every single card as A grade or above, which isn't too hard if you plan on using diamonds, because you're guaranteed an R grade right out of the bat. So it's pretty easy to clear mission 2 if you're willing to spend the diamonds on it. Mission 3 is going to be just basically powering up cards. And for all of that, mission 4, once you complete all of the other missions, you do get a really nice Jihyo wallpaper. Now, this is one of those wallpaper where it's like really high res, so I like the high res wallpaper. So if you're a big Jihyo bias, then by all means this might be the wallpaper for you. But just as a reminder, wallpapers are just aesthetics in this game, and they don't actually help you improve your score or anything like that. They're really just for the looks that you want to put on your homepage. Moving on into the next thing, we have the NEXZ limited theme, Take a Ride. So if we take a look at the banner here, remember that this group is going to be a 7-member group, so the limited period point award is going to be an R grade card selector, which is really good, because again, let's say you do a bunch of pulls, you end up with 6 of the 7 members, you don't have any more diamonds left, you can just use the R grade card selector, pick that last member that you don't have, and then you've got a full set, which feels really nice. But outside of the limited period point award, there is going to be the special package, the profile set. Now, remember that this group does have 7 members, so there are going to be no additional diamonds or RP with the profile set. The starter package, the R package, which is really interesting because for a 7-member group, they changed the format of it. So I'm used to seeing the 2 A grade cards and the 1 R grade card. Now they did this thing where they put like numbers underneath it. I don't know if it was like causing confusion, but I think the graphic before made perfect sense, where it was like 2 A grade cards back to back and then the R grade card on top of it. So I'm not really sure why they made this more simplified format when the other one did look a little bit nicer, but I guess this is a little bit more clear, and I guess there were enough complaints in order to actually change the format. So just keep that in mind, that if you've been playing this game for a while, they did change the format of this, where you get 2 A grade cards and 1 R grade card. That's the same, they just changed how it's presented on the banner itself, but that is going to be 590 diamonds. and then the A grade card package, which for 150 diamonds gets you an A grade card. Now, it's a little bit late in this banner to be talking about this, but remember that the A grade card package is going to be the best value if you're just trying to collect, because you'll end up with more cards per diamonds as opposed to the R package. The R package is really just for completing the mission event and making sure you're getting the score necessary in order to finish mission 1. Now, looking at the actual mission event, so again, mission 1, pretty standard stuff across every single, limited theme in this game, where clearing the song 5 times gets you an A grade card, and then there's some additional stuff for clearing it in normal mode with 3 stars, 1 time in hard mode, and then achieving the scores. Now, mission 2, since NEXZ is a 7-membered group, the first 5 A grade cards that you get that are going to be different members will get you an additional B grade card. Now, keep in mind, this B grade card doesn't really help you complete mission 2 unless you get the same member twice and you don't already have them as an A grade card. Just as a reminder, I believe the daily card pack can actually have the new limited themes in it, which is really, really nice. But again, that can be a B grade, it could be C grade. So actually, if we go to the drop rate for the daily card pack of luck, we can go ahead and slide on over here. Here we are. And then do a lot of scrolling, because it's going to be like the bottom one on here, since they are the most recent group to be added into this game. All the way towards the bottom. There we go. Alright, yep, so Take a Ride is going to be on there. It's a very slim chance that you'll get it, but nevertheless, it is another way of getting, B grade cards, in case, let's just say you got lucky, you got a B grade card from the card pack of luck, and then you get a B grade card from mission 2, you can combine those into an A grade card of hopefully a member you don't have, helping you complete mission 2. So that is mission 2 there. You do have to get one of every single member as A grade or above, and that does include upgrades, which is nice. And then mission 3 is powering up cards, and for all of that work, you do get bias wallpapers, which is nice, because again, if you have a bias in NEXZ, then you can just have them as your background and you could stare at them all the time while you're playing the game, which is just a nice little perk of the game and how they do their wallpapers. Now, one thing it kind of threw me off. I wish the wallpaper was actually this, where it was all 7 members. Again, very high res shot, and I think it would have been a very nice background, but it looks like it's just going to be the bias wallpapers instead. Moving on into the next thing, we do have the Stray Kids mission event Chick Chick Boom, the winner announcement. So here are all the winners who won a signed CD. So all the winners are here. Shipping is again only available to addresses in Korea, so just keep that in mind when you're collecting this, that you either have a caddy that lives in Korea, you yourself live in Korea, you have somewhere to ship it in Korea, so that way you can get the package later. Because again, they always do this where on this page specifically where they announce the winners, they always put shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. I think there's only ever been one instance where it wasn't just to Korea, and that was for the 10 million downloads event they had in Japan. I think that was the only time it wasn't available to only addresses in Korea, and they actually shipped internationally. So just keep that in mind. I really hope that everyone who won here, congratulations first of all, but I hope you also have an address in Korea to ship your signed album to. Moving on into the next thing, which for some reason applies to other Superstar games, but not Superstar STAYC, is going to be the Fireworks Fest membership offers. Now, these membership offers are getting kind of interesting, because they had the boat one, and now they have this fireworks one, where it's basically just a huge dump of diamonds and RP all in one go for a very expensive price. So I'm not really sure why this is the current move right now. I don't know if they're just trying to see how many people will actually buy into these memberships and stuff, but they're very, very expensive for what you're getting. Now remember, for these, you should always do the math, right? How many diamonds are you getting per dollar? So 3,500 diamonds for about $65 is 53.8 diamonds to the dollar. And that's pretty darn good. Usually I say anywhere above 40 is going to be a good ratio, but 53.8 is a really good ratio for diamonds to the dollar. But it is just a huge lump sum of money, and you really got to ask yourself, what are you going to do with 3,500 diamonds? Do you really need it right now? Can you save it over time? I've been stacking up diamonds for the past few banners because I wasn't really interested in anything. I already have my top 5 members that I'm using for my weeklies, so you really got to ask yourself, what are you doing with the diamonds, and do you really need to buy them? I don't know if this is just their way of kind of seeing who's buying this. Is this a package they want to continue with in the future? But I would recommend against this unless you really need the diamonds. Like, let's say you literally have like 0 diamonds and you want to be prepared for whenever your ult group drops a new banner and stuff like that. Maybe it's worth it, but again, it's $65. Like, you can even buy just regular albums for that and then get like a photo card, right? Like, I've bought signed albums that cost less than this diamonds package. So just keep that in mind. $65 is $65, and just plan your finances wisely. 3,500 diamonds is a lot, and it is a really good ratio, but at the same time, again, $65 is $65. For the RP, 900,000 RP is a lot for $35, but remember that RP is technically a farmable resource, so if you have a maximum headphones, odds are you don't need this particular package, because you can just farm with your headphones and all that jazz. And again, it takes more work, but it is free. You don't have to pay $35 for it. Now, just keep in mind, whenever it comes to these membership offers, the value decreases of the offer the more days that pass and you haven't bought it, because you have to log in every day in order to collect the mailbox item. So in this case, for the 3,500 diamonds, if you signed up right away, you get 200 diamonds sent to your mailbox every single day. Now, you don't get to make up the days that you're missing. So there's 8 days and 3 hours left on the diamonds gift. So basically the first 6 days are just gone. So that is 1,200 diamonds that you are not getting. So as time goes on and you don't buy this on the first day, the value of this drops. So again, I really don't think these packages are worth it, especially if you're buying into them late. Alright, moving on into the next thing. So we do have a ITZY limited theme restock in sneakers. So if you ever wanted this limited theme, now is your chance to get them. So this is the first time I think I've been seeing ITZY as a restock, or even just like a premium banner as a 5-member, because Leah is coming back, I believe, in October, so I am saving up for that. But ITZY is a 5-member group, and the limited period point award is going to be an R grade card selector. So ITZY, one of the few 5-member groups, so this is my first time seeing it, so the first time I'm seeing the R grade card selector for a 5-member group. Really nice for, again, completing out your sets, and I believe this is the minimum amount of members needed to get the R grade card selector as the limited period point award. So hopefully by the first limited period point award, you have all of the members, which is really, really nice and really, really easy, because again, there's only 5 members, and each our package that you buy gets you 3 cards. So hopefully by the time you get that selector, you've got all of the members. Hopefully you don't need to get up to the selector, but just in case, it is a nice safety at the end of spending all of those diamonds. And that should wrap it up for Superstar JYP. Let's go ahead and slide on over to Superstar STAYC with the new limited theme Metamorphic Nada. Now, they're doing a new thing with Superstar STAYC as of, I believe, the past week. We'll talk about it with the mission event, but in terms of the banner, it's a pretty standard STAYC banner where the limited period point award is going to get you an R grade card selector. The starter package gets you a prism card as well as 100 diamonds for 750. Again, if you want this to be your prism set for Metamorphic, by all means, I really think this is a good package, because you get a prism right away, no questions asked. And remember that prisms give you about a 10% boost in your score, which could really help you tip over in terms of like ranking and stuff like that. So this is a really good package, in my opinion, if you plan on number 1, spending money, and number 2, making this your prism set. The special package is going to be $23. I don't recommend this as much, because you might as well just buy 2 of the starter package, which gets you both diamonds and 2 prism cards anyways. The limited premium pack 10 and the limited premium pack 1 are going to be the ones that most people pull for. Now, just keep in mind that these don't guarantee anything. I think it's about like every 1 or 2 pulls that you do on the limited premium pack 10 gets you one of the limited themes, but they could be like B grade if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and check out the drop rate. Again, you always have this available to you, so if you have any questions, it's always worth checking in on this. So if we go to the limited premium pack 10, so it is a, I don't know why the math is like this, but each card has a 1.19% of dropping. So when you do all of that together, it's 7% that each card has a chance of being one of the limited themes. And if we scroll all the way to the bottom, there are no guarantees in terms of the grade, so it could be B grade, which is not really good because it doesn't help you at all with the mission event. So that is going to be the packs there. Just keep that in mind. And the next thing to keep in mind, this is what they've really been changing with Superstar STAYC, is the mission event. So the nice thing about Mission 1 now is that for Metamorphic for the past 2 banners, you've been able to basically use any Metamorphic set in order to complete the mission. So if we go actually to the play page, so for Nada, you can see I'm able to use my Icy theme, which I got way back in the beginning, so it's not limiting it to the actual event theme, which is really nice because it's very easy to complete the score. But while that was a nice thing, they did make some edits to other parts of the mission event that I think actually make it really hard. So it's nice because it helps you clean out Mission 1. Mission 2 is where it gets kind of difficult. So for Mission 2, you have to get every single member as an A grade or above, but upgrades are not included. So basically B grade cards do absolutely nothing for you, which doesn't feel too good because you can see all the B grade cards you get here. You saw the percentage for getting a B grade card from the 10 poll. So the fact that you can't even like waste the B grade cards to make an A grade card feels really bad because you spent diamonds on it, you collected them through Mission 2, and they don't even count for anything basically until after the event is over, which doesn't feel really good. The other thing that they updated now, again, this is something I haven't tested in the past, but if I was told the correct information, for that last one where you have to obtain 2 or more Nada Prism themes, B grade or above, upgrade not included. So I think before you were able to get 1 prism and then upgrade it into the next grade and that counted, but basically now you got to collect 2 different prism cards, which doesn't feel very good and can be really difficult. Yes, you can just buy the starter package twice, I believe. I don't think it's member locked, but you can buy that starter package twice and then that cleans us out, but that's $15 versus trying to get it in the actual banner itself using the premium pack 10, which can take a while to get prisms. Like I think from all the 10 packs that I've gotten, like maybe only 1 or 2 of them had a prism, which makes Mission 2 incredibly more difficult. So I don't know if I like Mission 1 being easier, if it means making Mission 2 like really difficult to complete. Mission 3 is just clearing out songs for Superstar STAYC, and then for all of that work, you do get a Metamorphic Nada wallpaper, which is again going to the figure concept, like the concept that came with the figure version of the album, which is like the black and white kind of like horror haunted mansion looking vibe. So if you liked that theme, by all means, this might be the wallpaper for you. But again, it's just aesthetics. And I think that actually wraps it up. We have one more thing to talk about with Superstar STAYC, which is the teddy bear limited theme restock in every time. This is my personal favorite teddy bear theme, which is why it's also my prism set. So again, it's just like a regular STAYC banner, except you don't get like the starter package where you can get a prism card, and then there is no mission event associated with it, so there's no additional wallpaper that you can get. But just in case you need a reminder, and just for me to show off why it's my favorite, we will go ahead, choose the group, teddy bear, and then these are the cards. So again, it was my favorite one. I think it's the most colorful. I think it's like the most representative of the actual album itself. So that's why I got them. And again, the nice thing about the restock themes in Superstar STAYC is that the limited period point award is going to be an R grade card selector, and then that R grade card selector can get you a prism. So if you're actually missing a prism from the set, let's say you got 5 of the 6 members as prism, you can use the R grade card selector to get that last prism, which feels very good. One more thing to note actually about Superstar STAYC is for Nada, the song itself, if memory serves, it's actually the shortest song in all of Superstar STAYC, so this might be the one song you want to get really good at, because I think it's like only 1 minute and 9 seconds, which I think is 3 seconds shorter than the next shortest song, which is I think in younglove.com. But basically, it's the shortest song. It's going to be the farmable song, so if you're able to get those card levels up, and if you're able to get the full super perfect, by all means, this is a really good song to do it, because if you saw my score earlier, I was able to do full super perfect, and I would say it's not a very difficult song to do that in. As you can see, it's the only one in Metamorphic that I have full super perfect on. So that wraps up all the news. And for the last thing I should do in this video, which is something I should have done to begin with, we're going to check all the cards that we got for free. So for the Jihyo Take Me So High, this is our free A grade card that we get for clearing the song 5 times. We get the dance version. All right, very cool. Unfortunately, we don't get any additional ones through mission 2, but then we have the next mission event, Take a Ride. So we have the free A grade card that we get here in Seta, and then because we got an A grade card, we do get a B grade card, and it is going to be Huey. I think that's how you pronounce that. Let me know in the comments if I got that one right, but it is a new group for me, so I do have to learn a little bit more about them there. Alright, so those are our free cards from Superstar JYP, and then from Superstar STAYC, again, we have the Nada theme. We're going to go ahead and collect our free A grade card, which is going to be ITZY. Alright, so we got the ITZY for our A grade, and then for our free B grade, it is going to be J. We come in with the J luck once more. Alright, with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.